viability, you said the WHO say 22 weeks.
About that.
In Nigeria, we say 28 weeks.
Yes.
Why is that? Why do we differ to the WHO?
Like I said, it's because of the level of technology.
Mm-hmm.
WHO has to put a figure that, WHO agrees with the definition of saying that if the pregnancy is terminated before the age of viability. But the least it can put is 22 weeks, because at that time, maybe some 20-30% of fetuses can survive in climes that are very, very
20-30% of fetuses can survive at 22
yes,
weeks.
or much less than that.
In
climes
advanced
that
climates,
are advanced,
right.
yes. But for us, at 28 weeks, and we have not changed that. Even though maybe a few fetuses can survive to 27, Nigerians have gotten that feat, even 26. But, the definitions would usually drag behind. Yeah.
Now.
So it is simply because our technology
is not as advanced.
That's right.
Right, okay. Now tell us something. Anti-abortionists will say to you, you are killing a baby. That's what they say. Pro-choice people would say to you, no, you are not. So we're going to talk about, I want to talk about the choice of the mother. But first of all, tell us,
Yes.
at 22 weeks,
Yes.
at 28 weeks,
Yes.
is there such a thing as killing a baby? Or is it still a fetus? Calm down, people, because I know you want to call. Let's listen to the expert.
Well, if I follow if I use your words, fetus and baby, the word baby is only tenable when it's out of the mother's womb.
Right.
And when there is a conception, when not a conception, when there is a fertilization,
Okay.
the sperm meets the egg, you have one fertilized ovum. That's what it's called. By the time it begins to divide, it passes through various stages of blastocyst, morula. Less than 7 weeks, less than 8 weeks, we don't call it a fetus. We call it an embryo.
Embryo.
From the 8th week to the time it pops out, it is a fetus.
Right. So say that again very slowly for my listeners, because they're calling. I need them. This has got to be about education.
Yes.
So say
right.
that again, sir.
Yes.
Doc.
I'm saying that by the time that the sperm of the man meets the egg of the woman, it becomes one egg. It is a fertilized egg, a fertilized ovum. Okay? By the time it travels a few days, while it's traveling, it changes. At some point, it's called a morula. At some point, it's a blastocyst. Okay? And then at some point, it now becomes an embryo. Up to 8 weeks of pregnancy, of such pregnancy, meaning up to 8 weeks from the last time she saw her menses. From the point of 8 weeks to the time that the baby pops out, it's a fetus.
Right.
I think it's clear.
And then it's when it comes out that it becomes
It's a baby.
A baby. Right. So, is it possible to be killing a baby when it's still a fetus? Is that correct?
You see, certain things are not medical explanations. They are probably legal. And this falls in the purview of that. Because for some reasons, for what doctors consider good, that's why they'll go to bring out a baby. So it is not, it is difficult to say that you're killing. Killing is taking the life of a human being.
Right.
Who has in the books of the state his name, date of birth, place, and whatever, a personality. So I don't want to go much into that, because you'll be dragging, even though people would like to know, will you now say someone who has the person has no personality? You cannot just right away say it's killing. But people know that when a baby is viable, is about to come, is probably close to that personality, even though it doesn't have a name number. Isn't it?
That's yes.
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 Yes. So
Yes.
we need to-
Because it's name that actually identifies that we're all.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent point you make there. Now, when it comes to the life of the mother, who, according to science or biology, which life matters most? I'm not talking legal now.
Yes.
I'm talking biology.
Yeah, and that's a good question, because you will find that there is a third position,
Okay.
which I can tell you later.
Okay.
But for me personally, it's both lives matter.
Okay.
But I want to think that the Coca-Cola factory is at all times better than the Coca-Cola product, a bottle of Coke.
Aha. Okay.
I want to think that. I want to think that the life of the mother is always better than the life of the fetus. And that is why if you are pregnant and the baby is not ready to come out, in the sense that it cannot be viable when it comes out, we will take out the pregnancy if the pregnancy is going to kill you.
Aha.
Because of two reasons. One, we think that the life of the mother, she has had probably other children she's taking care of, and she's going to have more children. If we place consideration on only the baby, the mother will die. And the question you're going to ask yourself is, where is the baby then? If you do not care for the life of the mother, on which the life of the baby sustains, then it is not a choice between the baby and the mother. It's a choice between the mother alone and the mother and the baby, on the other hand.
Please say that again very slowly.
It is not a choice between the mother and the baby when you are considering the life of the mother. It is a choice on one side for the baby alone, which choice doesn't make sense, because if the mother in her condition dies, the baby dies. And the other choice for the mother and the baby, or the mother and her children. Do you understand? It shouldn't be just mother and baby. It should be, because the mother is a family person. And the survival of the mother can mean survival of that baby or other children. So the choice it will be unfair to compare just baby and mother. Mother is nowhere close at the level which we can compare with baby. Just like I said, there is no way a Coca-Cola factory can be compared with one bottle of Coke. I'm not paid by Coca-Cola.
No, you're not. We get it. We get the analogy.
Yes.
Effectively, what you're saying is the mother, who is the one that's carrying, the fetus, the embryo, that becomes a baby.
Yes.
That's the factory.
Medically
that
speaking.
becomes more important
Yes.
when there is a choice to be made
Yes, because even the baby depends on that mother.
factory. Yes, that's
So
right.
you cannot make a choice that favors the baby or the fetus to the detriment of the mother. That's not wise.
Yeah, because you can't destroy the factory
Yes.
to the detriment of one
one-
bottle of drink.
Then you are
Yeah.
not going to get that bottle of drink, because
Yeah.
it is not going to come out.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, in this Lagos State Directive, it says here, and I'm going to read it out, the conditions that may constitute a threat to the life and the physical health of a woman who is pregnant could benefit from safe legal termination of pregnancy are listed below.
Sure.
When we say safe termination of pregnancy, what does that mean?
When you say self-termination of pregnancy, you are saying that the pregnancy is terminated in a way that the woman is not hurt,
Right.
that she doesn't get complications, that is done by a trained person in an environment that will not compromise the procedure or give her complications. Then that's what we call self-termination of pregnancy.
So it's interesting. Some of the conditions that's listed includes heart disease.
Yes.
So you've had to terminate pregnancies based on heart disease or somebody
No,
that has had a heart?
thank you for that question.
Thank you.
If you look at the details of those heart diseases,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a summary will be heart diseases that are categorized as stage 3 or 4. It's not all heart diseases. You can't have a small heart disease that's compatible with pregnancy. You're not going to terminate. You are saying that when the pregnancy is added, when the pregnancy condition, because pregnancy exerts the woman's body, when it is added to the heart disease, then you are tilting her up. She's very likely to die. That is what you are saying.
Right.
It is not a mild heart
Heart
disease.
disease, yes.
So it's not that any heart
Even
disease.
cancer is listed here.
Yes. That is.
Wow.
If
We've got to go on a break. We'll be right back after this break.
Okay.
This is really interesting, people.
Yeah.
Time to hear from the next generation of Nigeria Info listeners again, like 13-year-old Tanvita Kaushik and
beg to differ and follow the instructions. Auditions close 3 p.m. July 12th, 2022.
You are listening to your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Downfall Conversations right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're back. We're talking abortions. And we have to have this conversation, albeit it's a difficult one for a lot of people. It will be triggering for some women. It will be triggering even for some men. Whichever side you're on. However, it's a conversation that we must have. And it is critical that we have that conversation. Unfortunately, the lawyer, because I wanted us to learn it from the legal aspect and also from the medical aspect. So I've still got Dr. Dar with me. He's educating us, and so far he's done very, very well. I can see some of you sending WhatsApp messages. The studio line, let me give it to you, 0700 993 993 993. The female only line is 0148 57190. WhatsApp is 0809 597 5805. We are streaming live on Facebook, where you can see my Cecile Gay, Nigeria Info 99.3. On Twitter, we are Nigeria Info FM. On Instagram, we are Nigeria Info FM Lagos. Website, where you can also listen to us, is nigeriainfo.fm. We are live, yes, live, streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. So you can also put your questions there. You can put your questions on Facebook. You can put your questions on Twitter. You can contribute. But I'm telling you now, you had better be calm about it. Seriously. I'm not going to have a shouting match with anybody. We're going to talk and converse. Yes, we're down for conversations. Yes, we go jiggy, jiggy, jaga, jaga, jaga. But we're not going to do jiggy, jaga, jaga, jaga against each other. Because today is about learning and opening our ears and our hearts. Doctor,
Yeah.
before we went on break, you were telling us about how the body of, I like to call it the incubator,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
more important,
Yeah.
is more critical
Yeah.
than what is in the
Yeah.
incubator,
Sure.
right? And the woman being the incubator right now. Now, the law, we were talking about cancer,
Yeah.
the kind of cancer
Yes.
that would lead to termination.
Yes.
Please go ahead with that.
So, pregnancy, I told you that brings some changes to the body of the woman. And when there is a cancer, and most of them, we are yet to get a handle on them. When a woman has a cancer, maybe of the cervix, or maybe of one organ or the other, the changes in pregnancy makes the management of the cancer difficult. Something that could have been achieved in a short while may not be achieved in a short while. And if the fetus is there and the treatment starts, the treatment is going to stop the growth or end the life of the fetus. That's it.
Right.
But you cannot have a cancer and somebody will say you should wait maybe 6 more months. The cancer will have almost devastated and killed you.
Right.
And like we said from the beginning, if the factory is damaged, then you're not going to get the product that is being incubated. And so that's why cancer is included in the conditions that you can terminate a pregnancy. I hope it's clear. The pregnancy conditions change how the woman's body is.
That's right.
Cancer is treated with medications that can be lethal to the growing fetus. But you cannot wait for 9 months or 8 months or 6 months until you deliver, because the woman herself will have been dead. And so cancer is included so that you can early treat the cancer so the woman will have a better chance of survival.
Right.
That's why cancer is listed.
Okay. This is the thing. I want you to talk to us about when such situations happen, the difficulty of making that decision to either keep to ensure the mother leaves or the baby goes or whatever.
Yes.
Tell us about, as a doctor,
Yes.
as a father, tell us about the difficulties of that.
So if it depends on when that diagnosis has been made. When the diagnosis is made, when the pregnancy is just a few weeks, maybe 2 months, or fewer than that, it's not difficult to take the decision to terminate for the doctor.
Right.
Because it's obvious that we still have a long way to go, and the cancer will devastate the woman. But if it becomes difficult, if the fetus is near viability or around that time, maybe that 22 weeks, 24 weeks, 26 weeks, you are saying, can't we wait 3-4 more weeks when we know that perhaps the baby will survive? But that's risking that the cancer is going to travel to the brain, to the spine, and it's going to spread. And we don't take that decision alone. The final decision is actually taken by the woman.
Right.
And those prescriptions and the termination of pregnancy, they are not laws that the woman must swallow. The woman can take a decision never. Even when you say the cancer is going to kill her, she can say, I'm ready to die, but I'm going to keep my pregnancy. So in that case, the advice is given by the medical personnel, but the decision is taken by the woman.
Right.
The advice becomes difficult when it's close to the time that you can say, let's wait. But waiting is going to be devastating a bit. And tell the woman the pros and the cons, and she decides.
Right. Now, here's the thing. So let's imagine it's me and you come. What kind of conversation happens? So you tell a woman that, look, you've got to lose this baby effectively because your life, you've got to choose your life of the baby.
You tell the woman, from our diagnosis, this is a cancer. It will need to be treated quickly so that you have a higher chance of survival. But the course of treatment is going to stop the growth and the life of the fetus if we start the treatment. And the fetus being in the body still is going to make the treatment not very effective in the first place. So you decide. For us, our advice that we will take out this so that it will be easier and more effective for us to treat you. So if it is that early, and if we come to where it's difficult to take the decision, we say, well, if we wait 2 weeks, the cancer may still spread a bit, but we will have improved the life of the fetus.
So abortion laws in Nigeria, how does it hinder or impact what you, as a doctor or your colleagues, the medical field, the things that you have to do? Do you? So
no, they don't hinder.
It doesn't.
In the sense of saving the life of the woman, the abortion laws in Nigeria, in the sense of saving her life,
it permits that.
It permits that.
So
and we've been doing it to save women's life.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when people twist the abortion laws in Nigeria and they say, no, you cannot terminate a pregnancy under any circumstances, is that true or false?
It's false.
Right.
That is why we do not like using the word illegal. We use the word restricted, meaning that it's restricted to certain, not very many conditions.
Exceptional.
Like the cancer we're talking, like
heart disease.
Heart disease. If you're pregnant at 20 weeks, 22 weeks, and your blood pressure shoots up to the sky, it's spoiling your kidney, your heart, your placenta, your head, then we're going to ask that we need to take out this pregnancy so you can live. So there's no argument about that. And the laws do not hinder it. The laws permit that you do such. And certain other laws permit that it is now the condition physical condition of the woman, like the Lagos State
The Lagos State law.
law.
This is
so,
it.
So it's not been a problem. Anytime a
So
woman
why
wants,
is it suddenly becoming a big deal?
I think I don't want to use a bad word. I think some people are probably mischievous.
That's right.
If the correct information is given to people, if we can sit down and talk and explain things,
Yeah.
then we may not be doing war like we are doing now. I mean, on abortion issues. If the explanations are given, either to the husband or to the woman or to the relations, we need to do this so that this person can live.
Yeah.
It's not something that the doctor loves,
Exactly.
but the woman has to take that decision so she can live.
And I don't think it's something that have you ever met a patient of yours, a female that takes that decision lightly?
No,
There you
no. Maybe that's her first time. Maybe she's 45 years, and the baby is still 20 weeks, and her blood pressure is gone up, and because the symptoms of those things are very glaring, even to the woman, she feels them. She feels the probably headache and bloating, and she can see that she's in trouble. Then when you explain to her, most of them, I hardly can remember anyone who refuses. But if you refuse, we will not carry out the procedure. Because
Right.
the permission and the decision is taken by you. So it is not that it's frivolous, that is the doctor just said, let's remove this pregnancy, and whether the woman likes it or not. No, she holds the aces.
Yeah.
She says, like any medical intervention, the woman has to say, I give you a chance.
Let's talk about one of the things that, the points that you hear in these arguments is often moral, Bible,
Yeah.
religion,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Do you think that should come into it? I mean, do you think when it comes to this, abortion situations where it is,
Yes.
if you like, permitted, I can't remember the word you prefer to use, does morality come into it at all? Does religion come into it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think morality, religion, and the totality of a human being must come inside.
Right.
Because a human being is living somewhere. A human being is not, you cannot remove a person from his culture
From their
and
environment.
socialization. That affects the person's reasoning. Okay, so they must come in. But how they come in when they are prescriptive now becomes a problem.
Aha.
When they are prescriptive by those who are not the owners of the body. Because, see, the greatest choice in this world is to choose whether one religion tells you that the way to get to God is through this way. Another one tells you it's through this way. Humans choose. They choose.
They choose.
They choose. If the Muslims tell you if you do not become a Muslim, you're not going to go to heaven. The Christians tell you if you do not believe in Jesus and accept him as your Lord and Savior, you're not going to heaven. The enemies tell you if you do not sacrifice to our gods, you will not go to heaven. Whether the Jewish, the Shintos, everything, we make a decision that we will become. I prefer to be a Muslim, or I prefer to be a Christian. That decision, I think, is greater than
Anybody else?
any other decision.
Any other decision?
And so even when it comes to the decision of abortion, the place that religion should play should be that the person is also left to take his decision.
The person, the
person
woman
is
should
left
be
to
left
take the
to take
decision,
Right.
because it's easier to pontificate when it's not you.
Yeah, it's easier. Look, let me open the lines. I've got WhatsApp going right. I'm going to be opening the lines, people. Calm down. I keep saying you better calm down when you call. 0700 993 993 993. And the female only line is 0148 571 90. Let's answer the first call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Mr. Inusa calling from Lekki.
Okay, Mr. Inisa, talk to me. What do you have to say?
I don't have much to say for today.
Mm-hmm.
I can only say thank God for picking my call today. Since I have come to Lagos,
Yeah.
I don't think, because my yes is yes, no is no. I don't think there's any station that I normally used to listen to apart from Nigerian Info.
Excellent. Thank you.
I don't know if it's because I'm using a very big phone that no one has it in Nigeria, that it's hardly for me to reach out to Nigerian Info.
Well, we pick our calls randomly, so really it's just a case of potluck, really. So what do you have to say to the debate? Do you have anything to add?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I just want to thank Nigeria Info for the good job that they have been doing,
Okay, thank you.
and good information that they are passing through. The other time I called, this is my second time calling Nigeria Info.
Okay.
The last time I spoke to Joyce, she said I should try to call back.
I have a lot. There's a lot of the call. The lines are crazy. I need you. Did you have anything to add to the debate?
No.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Right. Before I come back to the lines, okay, you know what? The lines are crazy. Let me answer some more calls. Hello.
Will you go on to this call?
You need to be hello.
Hello, hi,
Yeah.
this is Ihoma.
Ioma, you were just screaming at somebody. Hello, you're through to Nigeria Info. Talk to me.
Hello, good evening.
Why have I got another person? Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Odowolu. My name is Eze.
Eze, go ahead. What do you have to add?
There is a question I want to ask, Doctor. Doctor, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Yes, I want to know, can we arrest a woman who deliberately commit abortion? Can we use police to arrest?
He's a doctor. He's not a lawyer. He's not a policeman. He's a doctor.
Okay, because why I ask the question is this. The place I'm living now, there's a particular lady there. When she did the first abortion, she nearly died. And now she's pregnant again. She wants to do the same thing again.
Is the woman is the woman your partner, your wife, your lover?
No, it's not my partner, it's my neighbor. We are just living together here.
Then I'm
But
afraid.
we have been warning her, stop doing that because you don't know how to control yourself.
But
She
that
can't
is
hear.
her business, is it not? I don't know. Is the tenancy part of her womb? But it's true. I'm going to be honest with you. She's your neighbor. She's not your friend. She's not your wife. She's not your sister.
The issue is this. We have sit her down many a times and talked to her. But before you turn around, she will do another one that you want. Marvel, is this one a human being or animal?
But you can't.
No, I don't know.
But you can't
I don't know.
judge. You can't judge. You can't judge just because she's your neighbor. Doesn't, look, the fact that you're talking to her, fair enough, that's kind of you, but she can choose to listen, just like Doctor told us earlier, when he's in a position where he has to advise the mother to say, look, this is the situation, you've got a choice to make. The woman can choose to accept or not accept, just like your neighbor, she can choose to accept or not accept. I think we need to look away from somebody else's business, don't you? Hello. Hello? Are you there? I can't hear you. Hello? Hello? Okay, let me go to WhatsApp. You can call me, like I said, on 0700 993 993 993. And female only line is 014857190. Now you've all started. As soon as I say I'm going to WhatsApp, you people start calling. Okay, let me try again. Go on. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Chiku. I'm on transit.
Okay, Chiku, talk to me. Yes.
Okay, so what I want to contribute to the discussion is actually a personal experience. My wife and I, we are AS genotype.
Mm-hmm.
So we had our first two children who were free from sickle cell. We didn't want to have a third one.
Mm-hmm.
But the third one came. And we were so scared, and we considered, terminating the pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow God encouraged us not to, so eventually we didn't. And then we have we had the baby, and the baby also turned out to be free from sickle cell. He's AA.
Congratulations to you.
The first child is AA, second is AS, and this one is AA.
Okay.
Yeah, but the experience I had was that many of the hospitals that I went to make that inquiry, nobody was willing, to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have to go that we didn't do it.
Yes, don't go away. Let me ask Doctor. Doctor, there's a situation.
Yeah.
So you have couples who are in that, predicament.
Yes.
And all the doctors are turning them away. What's that all about? No. I'm asking Doctor. Stay listening. Thank you. I'm asking Doctor on your behalf.
Now, even without the doctors going ahead to just do abortion, they are already stigmatized. The doctors don't do anything just like that. They should have a reason. This person says, I'm AS to the AS. How to take care of it if you don't want to risk another child is to do contraception. Now, if you are pregnant, what to do is to if you want to check whether it's SS.
Or whilst the wife is pregnant, the partner is pregnant.
Yes.
Right?
You either use currently the blood of the woman, or we take a very little pinch of the placenta and check. Then we will know whether it is SS or not. But because of the laws of the land, because carrying an SS baby will not kill the woman, so most doctors will say, I don't want trouble. You go, we will not offer you this. And even those who like to offer would like to see an evidence that it is an SS. Even at that, the laws may be interpreted that does not threaten her life. And so that is why many doctors refuse to give them the service.
How fair is that, though? Is that fair?
It is, to the doctors, it is fair. Because even when conditions exist where the law should be interpreted that what the doctor did is right, people are saying that it is not right. The doctors, some of them do not know what the law says. In which case, that's not fair. If the conditions falls
some
under,
of the doctors don't know what the law says.
Yes. If, for instance, the woman, his wife was SS and was having crisis, it would have been easy for the doctors to go ahead. Yeah. But that the child is carrying, no one even knows the genotype yet. No doctor is likely to give that. To give him that service.
And this is the thing. So is this not something...
That makes you know that it is not just for frivolous reasons that people carry out abortion.
Exactly. Let's answer more calls. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I only called to make one correction. You are actually making mistake on the female rolling line.
Okay, thank you.
You are saying 01485, but it's actually 01465.
465. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Yes, the female only line is 01465 7190. 01465 7190. Right. Let's answer more calls. Hello.
7190.
Hello. You need to turn off your radio.
Let's answer more calls.
Hello. Yes. Go ahead. Turn off your radio, please. Hello. My name is Ioma. Yes. Hello. Talk to me. Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio.
I've done. Okay. I'm ringing. Doctor, thank you very much for your what you've told us. For those of us who are already working in the sector, we're very much aware of some of the struggles our medical professionals face.
Yes.
And I think I'd like to add another aspect to the conversation, if possible. We have such a stigma against abortion, but there is no corresponding responsibility to ask our husbands, partners, young men to be prepared to have a vasectomy, one. Secondly, to actually have or practice safe sex, and not the Billings method, but be responsible enough on their sexual health and sexual responsibility. I mean, we all aware of young married women and young unmarried women who go to receive family planning services and are denied these services because they are unmarried. And so what we have is a situation in which young women become pregnant and abortion.
Right, you're about to be cut off very quickly.
Okay.
I've got 30 seconds.
Okay, so I mean,
Finish
what
your
I'm trying to
sentence.
say is that Lagos State have done a good thing.
Right.
It's sad it's been rescinded, but I think Lagos State is leading the way.
Okay, keep listening. Thank you so much, Yama. Keep listening. Doctor will respond to you immediately after this break. Thank you.
Join the conversation no matter where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria.
Citizen-driven transformation, ACT, funded by the European Union and implemented by the British Council, has collaborated with over 200 civil society organizations in Nigeria to drive development in 10 states, selected across 6 geopolitical zones in the country. How has the ACT program helped strengthen the systems of civil society organizations, networks, and coalitions? How has it helped provide a platform for multi-stakeholder dialogue for an improved and effective regulatory environment for the operation of CSOs in Nigeria? What impact are these CSOs making across the country? Join us on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Tuesday from 6:30 a.m. as we discuss these and more. This program is brought to you by the ACT program in collaboration with Nigeria Info.
Get ready for the biggest hospitality event in Africa. Hotel Expo Nigeria, in partnership with The Singleton, presents a hospitality exhibition, sales, networking, and conference event. Come, learn, and meet industry professionals in our dynamic conference sessions. Buy quality products on the show floor from colorful exhibitors. Taste amazing food and premium drinks while you enjoy good music with beautiful people at our networking evenings. Date, July 14th and 15th. 2022. Venue, the Landmark Event Center, Lagos. Time, 10 a.m. till nighttime. For inquiries, WhatsApp or call 090-9000-7835 or visit www.hotelexponigeria.com. Hotel Expo Nigeria 2022 is brought to you by The Singleton, DSTV Business, MTN, and Interswitch. Hotel Expo Nigeria 2022, redefining hospitality together. Media partners: Cool FM, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info.
A dominance which started in 1991 is about to be extended in 2022 with the Super Falcons going for 10.
When you're going for 10, we are going for 10. We're going for 10. We're going for 10. We're going for 10. So are Super Falcons.
Join us for the coverage of the African Women Cup of Nations from July 2nd to 23rd on 99.3 Nigeria Info. AFCON 2022 with Femi and the gang. It's live football just the way you like it.
We bring fun, good vibes. We even go through the nooks and come out through the crannies. We have very serious conversations. Oh, yes, we do. And that's what makes us ask you, what's up, Lagos?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Let's go. I am Mary Ann.
Let's fire up your mid-mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Downfall Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're back for 5 minutes before the news headlines. So, Dr. Hioma actually made a very good point. Her contribution was actually one of, it took us right to where we really should get to, which was about contraception, about vasectomy, about the stigma, etc., etc. I'll leave you to respond to that, please.
Well, those are two major topics.
Okay.
Vasectomy and stigma.
Mm.
They are two major topics. And contraception. Let me quickly dismiss the one of vasectomy. There are a lot of things around it. It's just one of the methods of male contraception. It appears that the system doesn't encourage men to do a vasectomy.
Why?
One is that when you want to do a vasectomy, your wife is the first to think that, because there is a myth that your potency may be affected. And so she thinks so, and she's the one that will first discourage you.
Your potency will be affected. How interesting.
That's the myth, that you're not going to get a good erection.
Wow.
Then the other myth, the other thing is that the providers themselves, when you go to them, you want a vasectomy, they will try, are you sure? They'll be playing you. They themselves have provider bias and make it difficult for the man.
That's the healthcare, the
yes,
doctors.
for the man who wants to do a vasectomy. And then there is a general, it's a general patriarchal thing. Okay. That contraception is a woman thing.
Okay, let's just go straight to Yvonne for the news headlines, and we'll be right back.
It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Lagos. I'm Ivana Haifo. Here are the headlines. Governor Sanwo-Olu suspends Lagos abortion guidelines. Senate President Lawan accuses insiders of collaborating with Kuje prison attackers, while Senator Ndume says President Buhari should take responsibility for Kuje prison attack. Federal government orders the fortification of correctional facilities. IGP orders beef up of security nationwide ahead of Salah celebration. While Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps deploys over 30,000 officers and men for hitch-free Eid al-Kabir celebration. Police arrest 30 suspected cultists in Edo. Delta PDP governorship candidate Oborevuri calls for calm after court judgment. 600 intending pilgrims in Kano miss 2022 Hajj. Anambra State government says urban renewal initiative not targeted at anybody. SDP's Shegun Oni challenges APC's Ekiti election victory at tribunal. Okukpe withdraws as Labour Party vice presidential candidate. NYSC sanctions 131 core members in 7 states. On the foreign scene, former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has died. Japanese Prime Minister says shooting of his predecessor, Abe, is unforgivable. Deposed Burkina Faso President Compaoré invited for Unity Summit. And sports, Super Falcons defeat Botswana 2-0 to keep WAFCON hopes alive. And Blatter and Platini acquitted by Swiss courts in FIFA fraud trial. Those were the headlines. It's back to the downfall conversation with Iriti Bakari Yusuf. I'm Ivana Haifo. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Downfall Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Do you people see how current we are? Did you hear it in the headlines? Lagos State has suspended the guideline. I'm going to read out what that guideline, I'm going to read out a brief of it. But because just so I don't ignore you, don't think I'm ignoring you on WhatsApp, and I'm going to get Doctor to respond to that. Dr. Dar is still with me, by the way. Right, quick one. What do I have here? 80% of induced abortion globally is not due to illness of women, but unwanted pregnancy of women. Okay, what do we have here? Adegoke from Lekki. I must greet both of you especially. This is a really hot topic. Thank you, Adegoke. From the religious and the biblical point of view, it says the life is in the blood, meaning the child already has blood, especially when the baby is up to 6 months, and has formed. The only reason an abortion should take place is if the pregnancy is a risk to the pregnant woman, or if the woman was actually raped and doesn't want that child to be born because of the stigma and emotional trauma. This is my opinion. Okay, thank you. I'll come back. Doctor, you can make, I know I can see you wanting to respond to that. Let me go here. When abortion has not been legalized, more than 80% of girls between 10 and 12 years of age, the sinful days committed at least one abortion before. What will happen if abortion is now legalized? Food for thought. Okay, we'll take that food and we'll chew on it. I have a friend, right? Good afternoon, doctor. I have a friend who seeks your advice on what to do. He is legally married to his wife for 3 years on. She conceived a few months ago, and after 10 weeks of pregnancy, she terminated the pregnancy due to her career, that she's not ready to have kids now. Can her husband sue her? He's a doctor, not a lawyer. I repeat, doctor, sir. Yes, not a lawyer. I wish your friend the very best, and I hope their marriage survives. Right, okay. So, Doc, you've got quite a few there. Should I read out? I know you want to talk about this suspension with me.
Yeah.
Or do you want to answer those questions first?
Yeah, I can quickly
respond to those first, very quickly.
I can quickly respond to
yes.
the questions.
We've only got 20 odd minutes left.
Yeah, it's true that 80% of abortions are unwanted. Unwanted pregnancy is the precursor of unsafe abortion, because they will go to where it's not good for them to have the abortion. That is true. He said life is in the blood, and according to this person, he said that especially at 6 months. Now, one of the conversations around abortion is ensoulment. In some faiths, ensoulment is at 120 days from the time of conception, in which case they feel that abortion before that is not really that bad. Ensoulment in another faith is at 20 weeks, and ensoulment in another faith is still 16 weeks. I also know a faith where ensoulment probably happens before conception, when the Almighty told the prophet that before you were born, I knew you. So ensoulment is another conversation, a big one around. So it is difficult for you to be prescriptive, but you will be safe if you stand within the medical ambit.
Yeah,
it's easier. And the other person talked about rape. Rape was still not part of the law, except after the VAP Act.
That's right.
That it got in because of the interpretation, and so on. And you are saying that already abortion is high. If you legalize, why will it not be much higher? We have not been discussing legalization of abortion here, so that's different. But to just answer, in places where abortion is legalized, actually the acts of abortion reduces.
Thank you. Can I read out that Lagos State directive that's just been suspended, because I want us to talk about it, Doctor? Right. Here it goes. The introduction. Nigeria is a federal, state, and local government. And at all the 3 tiers, the federal, state, and local governments have powers to enact laws to create criminal offenses. However, the federal government can only make laws relating to the matters over which they have constitutional prescribed powers. In the absence of such powers, the state has the overarching power to make laws. It is against this background that the applicable law relating to crime in Lagos State is the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2011. By that law, the whole criminal code has ceased to be the law of Lagos State. Also, neither the Federal Criminal Code nor the Violence Against Persons Act is applicable to Lagos State. So here's the thing. The relevant sections of the law relating to the abortionist Lagos is found in the positions of section 145, 146, 147 and 201 of the criminal laws. Now, so it talks about all the criminalization, and then, as we discussed earlier, it goes into the details. Legal permission. Right, yeah, the safe explanation. There's a lot of paper here, so I needed to read that sort of background. Right, so the conditions, so it says here, Legal indications for safe termination of pregnancy in Lagos State. That was the policy that Lagos State came out with. 2 weeks ago, I think it was, they came out with this directive to say these are the conditions that you can perform an abortion or safe termination in Lagos State. And as we've read it before, the constitution that may constitute a threat to life and physical health of a woman who is pregnant and could benefit from safe legal termination of pregnancies are listed below. Obstetric, gynecological conditions, heart and vascular diseases,
cancers,
kidney diseases, cancers, blood diseases, psychiatric and other mental disorders. Other conditions include diabetes, mellitus, thyroid diseases, thyrocardiac, autoimmune diseases, conditions that require immunosuppressive drugs, infections, and any other. So why, when that is, why would they suspend that, doctor? I need you to come in here.
Yes, it's interesting to hear that what is suspended, the policy, is the one that is suspended.
Yeah.
Okay, policy is an interpretation of law.
Right.
What should actually be reversed is the 2011 laws of Lagos State. And the governor of Lagos State is not the one that just makes the laws.
Right.
The legislature is there. So he could suspend this, but he cannot suspend the law. This was an interpretation of the laws of Lagos State, 2011. A criminal code of Lagos State, 2011.
Yeah.
Now, unless these are interpretations.
These are interpretations.
Policy-wise, you must make it clear to people. This document is just a 42-page document.
Yeah.
It's not true that the governor would have read it before he accepted it.
We hope is the Attorney General certainly should have.
But what happened is that he is not the first. This has happened before in Imo State. The pressure groups come up and say that, no, this must be rescinded. And that is the thing. And that is the problem with abortion. The problem with abortion is that if you do get pregnant as a woman, it's like a fly that has flown into a spider web. The culture will not allow you. The religion will not allow you. The laws will not allow you. Stigma will not allow you. The availability of safe services will not, or unavailability of safe services will not allow you. The perception of the people will not allow you.
Yeah.
You just have to die.
And this is why this suspension is crazy. And I totally agree with you. I mean, in this 42-page document of directives, Chapter 4 is care preceding safe termination of pregnancies for legal indications. I mean, it already guides you as to what to do. So why does the governor feel the need to suspend it? Why is he, what's the word? Why is he sort of, is it defaulting
No,
to
it's not.
the noisemakers?
It's not defaulting.
Go on, tell me.
When there's going to be problem, probably his suspension is not that he's stopping it. Perhaps he wants to sort things and make things clear in the future.
Right.
Because to attack it, to rescind it, can only be when that law is rescinded. This is an interpretation of the law.
Yeah.
For the purposes and for the good of the populace of Lagos State.
Yes.
So it is just for the moment, I guess, to take care of the agitations of those who are agitating. Because that
But
law...
wouldn't consultation have taken place? I mean, on this thing, I can read out the long list of those who were consulted, who contributed.
That's right.
So why, again, at this late stage, when people are beginning to adopt it and accept it and like, okay, this is what Lagos State says,
It's a question,
you don't want to
it's
suspend
a question
it?
we cannot really
We can't really answer. Chapter 5 of this Lagos State directive is methods of safe therapeutic abortion.
Yes.
Again, the more, I mean, I read this document yesterday, I've just printed it out, and the more I read it, the more I'm like, at which point why do you suspend this? It's just, and I wish the lawyer was here. So you have pregnancies of gestinal age up to 9 weeks, 63 days, administer an oral dose of 200, yada, yada, yada. All of that is, I'm not going to read that part out because I don't want anybody getting any silly ideas. Summary of drugs used in therapeutic. You've got the trimesters. It's telling you what age, etc., etc. Doctor, I need you to come in here. So right now, in Lagos State, If I were to be pregnant and I have a medical condition,
Yes.
I can't come to you.
No, I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Okay.
There was a state of affairs before now. And if there is a suspension of this, perhaps the doctors will go to the default situation before this.
Is that then the federal law?
Yes. The default situation was that if you have a condition that threatens your life, then the termination can be done.
Yeah.
And so the doctors will fall to the default situation before the issue is sorted.
So, right now in Nigeria, abortion is only illegal if like you said.
Yeah.
Right? So, if a woman has any condition that falls within the list, and perhaps more, because I know those lists are quite high level.
We do not even think twice. If the condition added to your pregnancy is going to kill you, we don't think twice. We beg you. We say, Madam, this is going to kill you unless we terminate the pregnancy.
Let's answer more calls. The number is 0700 993 993 993, and the female only line is 0146557190. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon.
Sisi Oge.
Yes,
Good
how are
afternoon.
you?
This is Joy.
Joy, talk to me.
What pains a good afternoon to the doctor too.
Yeah, he's
what
there.
pains me in Nigeria is that we are highly hypocritical. Highly hypocritical. And I know if that were to be the case, if men were to be the ones to carry this pregnancy, I'm sure they would have tweaked so many things.
Oh, you make such a good point.
Yeah, I see no reason, because it has to do with women. And, we hide, most of us, I know the reason why this man, Sowolu, actually halted or suspended this thing was because he had a lot of backlash from religious leaders, be it from the Islam or from the Christian path. But we forget that there are a whole lot of things that we do that will still take us to hell. For those that know about hell, it's not just this particular thing. They just feel that, when you commit abortion, it is straight to paradise you're going to. And there are a whole lot of bad things that we do that will actually even kill us more than this one. See, I don't understand. Nigeria should actually wake up. Abortion is not like maybe, see, if you put this in law, that is abortion, I bet you people will stop doing it. It is when you hide things, people are inquisitive, they want to know, and that is why so many people will go back the backyard to do that particular thing. But once it's open, people will not actually want to do again. Because
Thank you, Joy. Thank you.
Miriti and the doctor. I just hope that Nigeria will grow.
Well, there are calls coming in, so hopefully they will. Hello. Hello. You snooze, you lose. We've only got 10, 12 minutes left. Hello. Hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Turn your radio off. Turn your radio off. Turn your radio off. Okay, you snooze, you lose. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tony. I'm calling from Ayetoro now.
Okay, Tommy, you've got 1 minute from Ayetoro.
The doctor.
Dr. Dar, good afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Doctor, what is your position concerning easy accessibility to drugs that are given off the counter, not by prescription, and women take it or girls take it to, effect abortion, and sometimes they take abo. What's your position? How would you want to enlighten the public?
Okay, thank you. I'll get him to answer. That's a good question. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. You need to turn your radio off.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph, you've got a minute. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
I think on the topic, I think the challenge we are having is orientation. The government itself, before you come up with a law or something like this, you need to reorientate the people. There should be probably a jingle or an advert conscientizing the mind of the people so that they will know what most people, especially the people that are really fighting against this thing, they don't really know what the law entails. So I feel we should, the government should do more by reorientating the people, letting them know this is what we want to do. Because from my understanding, most Nigerians don't read. They just go by hearsay. But this is just my point, because the law is a beautiful law, which if they really go by it, it will solve so many things.
It will solve so many things. Thank you
my
so much.
suggestion, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Gabriel. I'm coming from Sulere, Thomas.
Gabriel, go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Okay. I want to ask Doctor a question. Before that, I want to say a little thing first. And I met a lady, and this lady is just 23 years of age, and she did an abortion 5 good times, and she's just 23 years of age, and I want to ask a doctor that is it going to affect how one was older?
Okay,
That's my
thank you.
question.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You have to please, it's very noisy where you are. So,
hello.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise where you are. Yeah, are you?
Good afternoon.
Good
Is it
afternoon.
quieter?
There's a background noise. It's really, really bad. You have to.
Is it quieter?
It's better, yes. What's your name,
Yes.
please?
I'm Dorothy Milo, and I'm calling from Mina.
Okay. Oh, Dorothy from Mina. Excellent. Talk
Yes.
to us, Dorothy.
I find this topic very interesting because it's opening up avenues for conversation so that people begin to understand that women do not get pregnant for the sole purpose of aborting things.
Yeah.
No woman plans to say, I'm having 3 abortions this year. And it is good for everyone to understand that. If
Yeah.
women are opting for abortion, it's because they are constrained to do so.
Yeah.
And when laws are enacted, they are not enacted on their own to facilitate abortion full stop. There are counseling packages to prevent reoccurrence. There are options, counseling created for women to take up family planning methods and to report rape immediately so that emergency contraceptives can be used.
Yeah.
And so countries that have passed this law have very, very low rates of abortions, actually.
Exactly.
So we'll continue to be hypocritical in Nigeria if we do not allow laws like that. And
Dorothy,
that's the point I desire to make. Yes,
thank you so much. Thank you for calling from Mina. What's the weather like in Mina today?
Well, it's cloudy, partly, and sunny, partly.
Enjoy your weekend.
The Salah mood is all over.
I know, save my meat, save my meat. You can send it to the station. Thank you for your contribution. Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ireti and the doctor.
Yes, what's your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Engineer Nelson, calling from Ijora area.
Thank you, Engineer Nelson. You literally have 1 minute. Go.
Okay. So as difficult as it is to take position on this kind of conversation, I would want to first of all say that since Nigeria as a country is practicing democracy, and what the government has just done is to give room for more engagement, more understanding, it becomes very good that this kind of your program could go on. While in the larger space, the government is seeing both those who are saying against and those who are saying for. At the end of the day, the people who represent us are to represent and convey our thoughts, our individual and collective wants. So I feel that what is happening, it is good for us to have a governor who, in spite of going to do something, a section of people are saying, no, we don't want this. And he said, wait, let's go back. Let's look at it and rearticulate. So I don't see any reason really to think that something has gone
There's
bad.
nothing wrong with him taking that
So
position.
that's just my contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We've only got 2 minutes left. I'm going to need Doctor to close, but let me read out this message from Adeshino Anyon Toyibo from Itabo Ijoko, who says, "Good day, Iriti. Our hypocrisy is pronounced to the heavens. The governor would quickly act to suspend abortion law, which is not evil in its essence, whereas the Agbero law, the Agbero law, vote buying, etc., are still waxing." Doctor, I'm going to give you the last word. How long have we got for him to speak? You have a minute. Like the Oga wants to chase me off. Please, let me give you a minute to close up.
Thank you very much.
Round up.
Last word
Mm-hmm.
for me is that we should have a different way of looking at it. We, the medical personnel, have a different way of looking at it. Our problem is unsafe abortion. Our problem is not abortion that doesn't kill somebody. Our problem is unsafe abortion. And
which takes more lives.
If you don't want abortion, then you have things to do. You can preach that people do not engage in sex. You can also preach that if you have to engage in sex, take contraception so you don't get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You can also say if you get pregnant, let other options be explained to the person. You can make laws against quackery.
Mm-hmm.
So that quacks don't kill our girls.
That's right.
You can make sure that there are facilities in the hospital to take care of people.
Mm.
You can try to remove stigma, which is the driving force of people going to
That's
that.
right.
Like if you enter police, you can't get pregnant until after maybe a year or two. If you enter the bank, you can't get pregnant. If you are in SS2, you are pregnant. They send you out of the school. Those things that accentuate the stigma should be taken out, so that if you are pregnant, you'll be encouraged to keep it if you want.
That's right.
But we have a spectrum of things. And when there is a legal framework, is to allow everybody to pick what he wants.
Doctor, I'm going to have you back. Will you come back? I know you came in all the way from Abuja. He's looking at me thinking, "Iriti, you know, his flight was delayed for hours yesterday. He didn't get in till 2, 3 a.m. Can you imagine? All the way from Abuja. It was insane. And he got here so early. Dr. Dar, how can I thank you? Thank you so much for educating us. You have certainly, and look at the responses we've had. So what you've done is, you've expanded the debate, you've expanded our knowledge, and I think you might find that a lot more people are less afraid than they were before we did this show.
Sure.
So I'm going to be coming back to you.
But thank you. I'm always available.
You're going to be coming back here.
Anything to help the public.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dar. Down for conversationers, what can I say? Another fantastic show. It's Salah tomorrow. Which one of you people are sending me meat on Monday? Zainab will be here. Even if it's bank holiday, don't be using any excuse. In fact, that means there's no traffic. Are you sending my meat, Salah meat, Ileya meat? Zainab will be here to collect it for me. Until then, have a fabulous weekend. Dance, enjoy, be merry. Assalamu alaikum.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.